Hey everybody, welcome to week 2 of the course here. We have our scenery as usual. My topic this week, I'll try and keep it short, has to do with those distractors in life. Over this week we've got the riots and things that have been happening. We've also had COVID-19 going on. Then okay, the last 3 years we've had impeachment and Russia collusion, all that stuff going on too. So we've had, there's distractors in life, and then there's other stuff that goes on. And so, unfortunately, we can sometimes get distracted by these distractors. Here's one right here. See, I just distracted you with the cute picture. This will serve as the test question for this week too. So there you go. But anyway, so distractors, there's all kinds. Depending on your situation, it could be work, it could be, other things in your life that distract you. And one of the biggest ones is, social media. If you're into social media, or, some people, don't even, do Facebook or any of that stuff. So it just depends. But there's also the news and the social media distractors. Uh, like I said, whether it be the riots or whether, like this past week, Twitter did now they're censoring Twitter, like kind of violating that, First Amendment thing, first or second, whichever one it was. But anyway, so that's just examples. Some people are really consumed by the news media and social media, and one of the problems with that is they believe what they see on social media sometimes, and that's a distractor. And again, there may be people who don't even pay attention, so it just depends on your situation. I mentioned earlier, over the last 3 years, we've heard all this stuff about, fake news and all this stuff, and we had the impeachment situation, and then up like a week or two ago, and there wasn't a lot of it in the news. About how they're dropping the charges now based on the release of new documents, internal documents within the FBI. You can actually look those up and read them. They're out there. And how, it really didn't happen, the Russia thing, and how it was actually. Anyway, you research it and you'll find out there's a whole other side of the story. And then again, my point is, you can't always believe everything you're seeing. And with the media, for the most part, being kind of uh, left, what do they call it? Left biased, I guess, depending on which news source you're watching. I grew up, like when I was growing up, Walter Cronkite, and there was a couple others. There was just 3 networks back then too, so this was like in the 60s and 70s, But journalism used to be about reporting, and now it's kind of gotten into that where you could tell the political position of a reporter based on just what they say and how they, you know, insert additional words into their reporting. So it's kind of slanted, and unfortunately, people believe it to be true. And so, my point is, these distractors influence our moods. Be it social media or other things. They distract your mood. I mean, they influence our moods, the attitudes we have, how we utilize our time, how we react to things, how we conduct ourselves, and how we develop perspectives and viewpoints on certain things. And sometimes it's based on false information or slanted information. And that's on both sides of the political sphere there. So it ain't just, one side I'm talking about. I get my news from TMZ. And I'm being humorous here for those of you who know what TMZ is. Okay, if you don't, it's just me and my wife watch it pretty much every evening. It's a 30-minute news show, but it's Hollywood news, and they cover all news, but it's just humorous. It's a good break if you just need to get away from the real world and just see some humorous news. So there's that. Point of my story today, or the point of what I'm talking about, is distractors distract you from your purpose. Uh, you need to learn to step back and evaluate your news from 2 sides. Don't just believe it just because, depending on what network it's on or whatever the case is. Don't let the media and events in the world distract you. You have a purpose. You have school, family, work, your quality of life in general. And so my point is, don't let things distract. I know there's bad things that happen, but you can't let it change the way you operate. Don't let the distractors in life stop you from your dreams, your goals, what you're planning on doing. You're all here, to graduate. So this is one of your primary purposes in life right now is school. Don't let the media and events in the world be in charge of your life. All right. You need to be in charge of your own life. And that's, the whole point. Stay focused, get rid of those distractors, and accomplish what you set out to do. All right. So that is it. So let me get out here real quick. All right, so into the next week here. We're into week 2. Okay, so discussion's good. The homeworks that I've seen, good. So, or if I sent you something back, if you find any error, like there was an error in here, somebody let me know about where the, if it's this course or the other course, where they couldn't upload something. So sometimes there'll be a little glitch in here. So let me know about it, and I'll get it fixed for you. Same thing with the books. I know 1 or 2 of you had a problem with the book. Seems like everybody else is okay. So, if you ever have a problem, just let us know right away so we can get it fixed. All right, so week 2, you got 4 chapters here. So chapter 3 is about the computer hardware, and then chapter 4 covers the software. Then we'll go into resource management. And then telecommunications and networks. You have intranet and intranet. So we got different terms and terminology. And again, for this course, I said it last week, but the reason you need to understand and have a knowledge of how this works is because with an MBA running, today, the technology is one of the major things, and you have to have an understanding of how the networks work, how software and, how everything works. And, that's why this is an important course to, understand. You got your quizzes and the annotated bibliography. So this is kind of do a little bit along the way. So make sure you're working on this, and, also for your final project. And there was a link in there to look at an example. So if you got any questions or anything, you can let me know. Otherwise, I'll quit right here. So we'll just call quits on this part here. And again, if you got any questions or anything, get in touch with me. I think all of you have been in touch with me one time or another. So that's good. And with that, I will let you go. Have a great week. Stay safe. Stay focused. And don't let the distractors distract you. All right. Take care, everybody.